So, hello again. I'm Stephen Downs. This is Making a MOOC, episode 12. And in this episode, I'm going to add media for inclusion in the newsletter as well as in the course. Shouldn't be a major thing, and by now this sort of process that I use will be familiar to you. Also, I have a deadline because the newsletter goes out pretty soon, and I'd like the welcome to be included in the newsletter. So I don't know, even now, I know that Mailchimp creates the newsletters kind of well before it sends them, so I might have already missed my deadline. If so, I'm sorry. Anyhow, but before that, very quickly, I want to talk about how I set up the mailing list in Mailchimp. Now, I had collected all of my sign-ups for email notifications in a Google Documents form, and I had to mess around a little bit because the fields need to be called email address and then first name and last name. Well, I just asked for name, not first name and last name. I just asked for name. And the reason why I did that, and in fact, in all of Grasshopper, I never use first name and last name because it's culturally specific. In some cultures, we use more than just first name and last name. A Spanish culture, we use 4 separate names, and they all have a particular meaning. In Chinese and other cultures, first name and last name are reversed. And so, what do you even mean by first name, last name? Sometimes people have, like Courtney Thorne Smith, a 2-part last name. Well, okay, but I don't want to get into all of that. A name is a name, right? And there's no reason that we have to sort names on the family name, and I sort names on the first name. And so, given that or whatever you choose your first name to be, which might be your family name, it might be your personal name, whatever. So I just collect name. But Mailchimp asks for first name, last name, so I just put in first name. The only value it really needs is email address. So anyhow, so I had to mess around to make sure I had these column names. And then I saved it. You download it, and I saved it as a comma separated value, and there it is. I didn't even bother titling it because I don't need to. Then I go to Mailchimp, and now I can lower this window so that you can see it. And so I went to the audience dashboard, right, and manage audience, import contacts. And then you upload the file, continue to upload, and then you select your file from here, and I'm going to do that, and then you just follow along and you're done. It's just 1 or 2 more buttons and you're done. I'm not actually going to do that because I've already done that. So I have 108 subscribers for the first email newsletter, which will go out in 47 minutes. Yeah, okay. So let's get some media into that newsletter, because right now it's going to be kind of blank. I made, just before making this video, I made a welcome video, and I posted it on YouTube. So let's have a look at that video. So we'll go to my channel. We'll go to YouTube first, I guess, and we'll go to my channel. Your channel, and it's in the playlist, Ethics, Analytics, and the Duty of Care. That's the first one that I did. Why am I showing? I don't like this interface. View full playlist. Okay, and I don't like those either. So here it is. Getting ready, introduction. So that was the very first intro I did. Now here's the introduction for today. There I am. Notice I've covered over my dirty desk. So this is the this is the video. Now I'm going to get rid of that. Well, I can leave that index in. I wanted to make sure I'm not capturing a time value by accident. So I'm going to copy that URL. And now I'm going to go into Grasshopper. Here we are. And I'm going to add some media. So first let's see, I don't know, I might have some in there already. Looks like I do. Oh, but that's from something that was already harvested, so no problem. So the harvester's been at work, and it brought in an image from Matthias Melcher's X28's new blog. So I'm going to make some new media. So I'm going to make media, new media. Here we go. So the type is video. The URL is here. And I'll put it in the link as well, just in case. And now YouTube, I can throw in the YouTube key. Whoops. Control Z. Okay. Control C to copy the key. I'll put that right in there. That's really common, and I use this all over the place, just the simple YouTube key, because sometimes the URL format changes, but the keys don't change. So what's the title of this media? The title of this media is Getting Ready an Introduction. So what I'd love to be able to do, and one day I will, is because back in 2008, YouTube didn't allow this, but now it does, is to harvest my video feed by RSS so that when I record a video on YouTube, it's just imported and saved as a media right here, and then it can go out into the course. So, and let's get the description from that. I have a short description. Very short description. I might have longer ones later, but I'm working against time at the moment, so so let's put that in. Okay, so we'll update. Well, we don't need to update the record, it automatically updates. So resources, let's add it to the course. Ethics, analytics, and the duty of care. Let's add it to the module. Getting ready, and there's no event to associate it with, so I don't need to associate it with an event. There's nothing to upload, although I could upload various files, and then that would become a different type of media. And I'm done. All right. So now let's go look at the newsletter page. So I'm going to look at the web version of the newsletter first. So make list pages. Oops, list page. Here we go. Again, time. Okay. So the newsletter. Let's see now. Course newsletter. Right. So here we go. Let's publish this. So we'll get an updated version. Let's have a look at it. And there we go. Videos, getting ready, introduction. So that's what it looks like here. And then there's the RSS. Let's update the RSS. And I'm actually, again, I don't need to publish this. It auto publishes. As I recall, it auto publishes every hour. That allows me to add stuff earlier in the day, and then it'll automatically publish. So let's have a look here. See, publishes hourly, but I'm going to publish it manually right now because there isn't an hour between now and when it sends. And let's have a look, and we'll see, and we'll make sure that it's formatted properly. So here we go. Item, getting ready, introduction, YouTube, data type media, description, and then there's the URL in the description so that you can watch the video, GUID, and there we go. Now, Oh, isn't that interesting? Why have... Oh, did I put my entire newsletter in the MOOC? Oh my. That's really odd. I may have put my entire OL Daily newsletter into the MOOC, which is not really what I wanted to do. List post. No records? No? So why am I getting my newsletter? Oh, because I harvested it. Right, I'm still harvesting from OL Daily. And so, of course, I wrote an issue of OL Daily today, and I harvested it. And so if we look at the links, list link, we'll see here are the things that I've harvested already. All of these things, and there were a bunch from today. So I'm going to want to delete some of these. Now, again, I'm going to have a way of deleting it right from this list sometime in the future, but right now I don't want to. So let's remove some of these. All right. Edit. Delete. Edit. Whoops. Edit. Delete. Edit. Delete. Edit. Delete. You see, it's a little slower than I would like it to be. Setting the stage for current and future learner success. Oops, right, let's see. Oh, I hope I didn't delete Matthias's. Oh well, sorry. Edit. Delete. It should come back. It really should, because of course it's no longer there. And when I harvest, the way the harvester works is the harvester checks to see if the link exists, and if the link exists, then it doesn't add another copy. But if it doesn't exist, then it saves the copy. So it'll come back. I don't know if it'll come back before the newsletter gets sent. It might. Okay, edit, delete. Okay, that's... And now this is old, so I don't need to worry about this. Delete. Okay. Now let's publish the newsletter page again, and I should have just the introduction video. So let's try this. List page. Here we go, and newsletter RSS, and publish, and we'll take a look at it. That's better. So getting ready, introduction, there you go. So now that should come to you from the Mailchimp thing, and that's the starting point. Now, do I want anything else in this newsletter? That's a good question. So let's go back to the newsletter page. And in fact, let's go to coursenewsletter.htm. So get a nicer look. Actually, let's look at the newsletter page in Grasshopper, because I have different... See, it's going to show tasks, videos, that's the media that we're seeing here. It'll show articles. It'll show all kinds of stuff. links that are added. So if we get Matthias's link again in time, it'll show it here. And resources that may be added, etc. So all of those are also the case in the RSS newsletter, and the RSS newsletter is what's sent out in HTML. So we'll see. Do I want to add any of those now? I've added that media. Do I want to post announcement? I don't know what I would announce. I don't want to add. There's in the module. There's a synopsis, and I don't want to add that just at the moment. Well, I could synopsis. See, it's a value here. I could create a post type equals synopsis, and no, I'll just leave to that for now. And we'll let people come to it if they come into the course, and they may well come into the course because there's an invitation. I really should have the module. Well, right, see, I want to bring them into the website. So I need them to come into the website somehow. And I don't have any posts yet or any articles. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll take this content and I'll put it into a post. I'm making this up on the fly, folks. So new post. I'm still good. So new post. Okay, so we'll write that module, and now we'll call this getting ready. Ready, synopsis, synopsis. There's no link. I'm the author, so I'll put myself in here. I'm the first author. There's no feed, so I don't need to give it a feed. I do need to indicate that it's an article, so it'll display properly. So let's preview it. So that's what it looks like. If I open it up, there we go. So that's the synopsis. And now that should show up in the newsletter. So let's republish the newsletter now. So got many things here. So list page. And of course newsletter RSS, that's where I want to put it first of all. So db post announcement type equals article. Good. Okay, so it'll be there. Expires equals 240. I'll probably want to change that to 24 because I don't want it in twice. Similarly, oh, this is RSS, it doesn't matter. We'll leave it long. Because it won't be harvested twice by other people, because other RSS sites do the same thing I do, which is check and see if it already exists. So okay, so let's publish this, publish the page, and now let's have a look at it. All right, let's reload. And getting ready introduction. I don't see it. Why don't I see it? I should see it. I should, but I don't. Why not? page, edit, post type equals article, sort equals CR date, format equals RSS2. That should be okay. Sort equals CR date. No, it should be fine. Let's just remove this type equals article, and we'll see if that helps. Because maybe it's not picking up on the fact that it's an article. I'm just, again, guessing here. Alright, so let's have a look. Still just the one item. That's kind of weird. Open link in new tab. Maybe it can't overwrite the page. That's a possibility, although I don't see why that would be the case. One item, just one item. I'm puzzled now. Make a list to post. Let's see if the post is actually there. Yeah, there it is. Maybe it needs a link. Yeah, I mean, there's any number of things that might be blocking it from showing, right? So let's give it a link. Because I don't know what fail-safes I've built in here. I know it doesn't require a feed. But yeah, if it's RSS, it probably does require a link. And I'll just fix the link so it has the normal form here. Post 1. It's post 1. Okay. Now let's try to publish the page. List page. And course newsletter RSS page, publish, open link in new tab. Nope, something's causing it to fail, but what? It could be anything. Okay, we'll make this even more general. Let's check and make sure we have, well, let's do this first. Keyword DB equals post, format equals RSS2, all. That's about as general as it gets. If that doesn't work, I'm not sure what the problem is. Okay. Still not there. Let's see if it works on the regular page, course homepage. No, not course homepage. Course newsletter. So we'll publish this page, publish. Okay, so we'll go into the newsletter, open link in new tab. It's also not here. It does exist, right? It does exist, right? List post, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Getting ready synopsis. There's the links and all of that. Post it has no description. Let's give it a description. Again, I don't think it requires a description, but Hey, I could be wrong. I might have put in there, no, it has to have a description in order to be included, but I don't recall ever having written anything like that. Okay, so make list page, course newsletter, and post equals type article. It should be there under the heading of articles. Should be there. Page, publish. And it's not. So again, it's not updating here either. All right. Let's try out a theory that for some reason it's not being allowed to overwrite the page. I've seen that before. It's unusual, but it happens. So, course, course newsletter. Course newsletter.html. I'm just going to delete this. It might also be a caching issue. I've seen that too. Alright, so it's not there now. Let's publish the page. Alright. Now we should get it again. There it is. It's still not there. So that doesn't appear to be the problem. This is a pretty good puzzle. Well, it's not part of the video, so I'll work on this and try to figure out what it is. But I'll do it offline because we're almost up to half an hour, and I was really expecting this to be like a 15-minute episode. But the main thing is we have a newsletter. It has a video. You can go watch the video, and I'll make sure that the course URL is in the description of the video. And so that'll at least get people, although I really wanted to give people some text, so if they clicked on the text they were taken into the course. And I think if you click on the title of the newsletter, that also gets you into the course. So edit and access the course. Right, and just put the URL in and it'll automatically create a URL for me. Okay, changes saved. Let's go back and look at that. Show more. Access the course. Oh, why would that be under the fold? How annoying. Let's edit that so it's not. There we go. We'll save that. And now we'll look at it. Yeah, there we go. And that'll take you here. All right, so and now I'll work on trying to get those posts into the newsletter. No idea why it's not working, so, but it's something weird. And I'm sure I'll find it because I always find the answers to these things eventually. But day one, there will be a newsletter. There will be a welcome video. There is a website. We have a plan. There's more stuff to do, like activities and tasks. Well, we've done activities to a degree. There's more stuff to do, but we're well underway. And welcoming 109 people in, and they'll watch the video, some of them, and come to the website, some of them, and we'll work from there. So talk to you again next time. Thanks a lot. I'm Stephen Downs.